Please rise for the national anthem and remain standing for the pledge, preceding the moment of reflection. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please remain standing and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Oh no. Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, and class of 2020. We are gathered today to celebrate our accomplishments over the past 4 years of high school at Southside High and all of the other schools we united from. Our success has been granted to us through our teachers who have been so passionate in ensuring a prosperous future and who have given us the necessary tools for what is to come. Thank you to our parents and friends who have given us great support and for guiding us along this journey. Thank you to Ms. Cassidy and all faculty for making the transition to our new school as smooth and comforting as possible. Most importantly, we have ourselves to thank for our success. All the hours spent studying, learning, procrastinating, and growing as people. We've all been told in some form not to blink during high school because it would fly past us, and the day has come to finally walk across the stage. Bask in this moment, knowing that each and every one of us has finally made it. This is not an end for any of us, but simply a step further to reaching our goals. Continue to use the dedication and drive it took us to make it where we are today, to reach wherever you desire to be in life. Remember to follow your dreams, because as we have witnessed this past year, anything is possible. I sincerely wish each and every one of you success and love in your future endeavors, and hope that you all will cherish these memories we have made together. Congratulations to our first graduating class of 2020. We did it. We made history. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Southside High's graduating class of 2020, I welcome you to our commencement exercises. My name is Kayla Watson, and I will serve as your mistress of ceremonies for today's program. The national anthem was sung by Ali Hardin. The Pledge of Allegiance was led by Andrew Farmer, National Honor Society Secretary, and the moment of reflection was delivered by J.C. Filber, NHS President and Student of the Year. We thank them for opening our ceremony. Grace Richard, Shark of the Year, will now deliver the official welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Grace Richard, and I am honored to welcome family, friends, teachers, administration, and distinguished guests to Southside High School's first commencement ceremony. Seated here today, we reflect on the challenges, times of endurance, and sweet moments of joy that we have experienced to get to this milestone of our education. We remember the anxiety of being a freshman in a large high school and the challenge of having to start fresh in a brand new school. We remember the first time stepping onto Southside's campus and knowing that we were the class who had a mission to build traditions and values that students will cherish and appreciate. With all of the many challenges that we have faced thus far, we need to channel the lessons that we have learned from such feats. Today is a day of celebration. I know that no one would have ever thought that this is what today would look like. Those of us with older siblings and family members may have been disappointed to know that our graduation ceremony would look very different this year. But what would the class of 2020 be without being different and doing things in our own special way? If there's one thing that I can hope we take away from our experiences, it would be to make the best out of everything. There have been many times that instances were out of our control, but we have made the best of it, and it has turned out even better. As we are seated here, surrounded by our peers, teachers, administration, and closest family, be grateful for those who have supported, guided us, and pushed us to complete our education. Thank them and remember the influence they have had in your life. It is my great pleasure to be one of the first to congratulate each one of you on this accomplishment. Thank you to everyone who is present to witness and celebrate our commencement ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. We are honored to have several dignitaries joining us today. At this time, we will recognize these honored guests. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. Ms. Irma Trosclair, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Francis Touchette, Associate Superintendent. Dr. Mark Rabelais, Chief Academic Officer and former Assistant Principal and part of the founding staff at Southside. Ms. Jennifer Gardner, Chief Administrative Officer. Ms. Kathy Aloisio, Director of Middle and Secondary Schools. Dr. Donald Aguilar, District 9 Representative. We also welcome all school board representatives and district office administrators in attendance today.
Today, we 353 members of the 2020 graduating class come together one last time to commemorate our high school years while preparing for the limitless opportunities that lie ahead. We have worked many years with this day in mind, and it has finally arrived. Without the help of other people, this day would not have been possible. The class of 2020 would like to thank all family, friends, teachers, and especially our administrators, Ms. Cassidy, Ms. Bloomer, Mr. Guillory, Ms. McCaney, and our counselor, Ms. Courtney Puckett. We would also like to thank any other influential people in our lives for your continued support. To my fellow graduates, we have conquered countless obstacles in order to get to where we are today. From beginning our freshman year with the flood of 2016, saying goodbye to some of the friends that began our high school journey, to then transfer to a new school where we took on the task of creating traditions and becoming leaders as sophomores. We are now graduating 2 months late due to a worldwide pandemic. There is no doubt in my mind that these obstacles have made us into a stronger class, which will allow us to become outstanding leaders in the upcoming decade. I believe that we have learned countless lessons and morals from our experiences and the fellow leaders at Southside, which will guide us into a bright new future. So, we thank them and our families for allowing us to succeed throughout these unforgettable 4 years. So, now we go on to the next chapter of our lives, content with the traditions and legacy we left behind, while looking forward to what is ahead of us. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce the principal of Southside High School. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Cassidy.
Good evening, graduates. I guess they knew what they were doing when they saved the best for last. Thank you, family and friends, who have braved the weather and are in attendance tonight, as well as those watching live stream from home. Thank you, parents, for your patience and commitment to our graduates, your sons and daughters. I cannot go without taking this opportunity to thank the core graduation committee, who have given up much of their summer to work around the clock to make this a memorable event. At this time, I want to recognize those serving our country, past, present, and future. Would those who have served or who have enlisted to serve the United States of America please stand so that you may be recognized? You may be seated. Class of 2020, Southside's very first graduating class. If you have ever run a mile competitively, then you will be able to relate. For those of you who have not, here's my best description of the experience. A mile is 4 laps around the track. If you are unprepared, you begin sizing yourself up to your competitors and planting seeds of self-doubt. However, if you are prepared and have put the work in ahead of time, the competitors on either side of you are not competitors at all. You set goals and you race for yourself. The first lap can be a bit of a blur as you utilize that initial burst of energy to race out and prepare to find your rhythm. The second lap, when you truly hit your slide. The third lap is the most difficult. This lap is where you feel the discomfort, and if unprepared or overwhelmed, you start making excuses as to why slowing down is a good idea. The fourth and final lap is where you lay it on the line and you finish strong. So what exactly does this mean to you? Metaphorically speaking, in life, there are long-term goals like the mile run I just described. And there are short-term goals that are like the 50-yard dash. Most people can reach a short-term goal, but the long runs in life are only won by those willing to push through the challenges along the course. As you prepare to face real-world challenges, even in these trying times, consider how you will need to run your long race. Lap 1, the adrenaline rush. In any life endeavor you willingly choose to challenge yourself, the anticipation of the start provides adrenaline that stirs up excitement and eagerness. It is in this lap of life that your ferocious preparation provides a security for you to be open to the journey. The burst of energy fertilizes the breeding ground of creativity and yields the confidence to approach the obstacles that lie ahead. Lap 2, the relaxed stride. You hit a comfortable stride and settle in, and the long hours, days, and maybe even months are beginning to pay big dividends. In life, this is the lap you are able to absorb the positive aspects of your endeavor. It is here you are most likely to receive constructive criticism to enhance your journey. You feel safe in knowing you are on the right path and that hard work feels like it is paying off. Lap 3 is the struggle stride. This is the toughest lap of your life experience. You may question if you made the right decision taking on this challenge or overcoming this obstacle. Is it worth it? Can I just quit now and bow out gracefully? What are the critics saying about me? This is the lap in life that seeds of self-doubt are planted and you feel the discomfort. It is here in this struggle stride that two paths emerge. If your fear of failure or being judged is not anchored by a growth mindset, you will easily be derailed and take a path that will always thwart self-discovery and growth. If you see problems as challenges and as endless opportunities to thrive, your grit and self-discipline will lead you down the path to personal growth and advancement. Lap 4, the home stretch. The end is near and you can taste success. Although fatigued, a second rush of adrenaline blankets you as you dig deep and find another layer to give. It is in these final steps of this home stretch sprint that your blood, sweat, and tears are washed away by your sense of accomplishment. It is not the critics nor the scoreboard that count, but rather the pride you have for yourself, knowing that you had the courage to step to the line in the first place and finish the race. What's in your mile, graduates? As you begin this next phase of your life, even in these uncertain times, prepare. Brace for discomfort. Be solution-oriented. Align yourself with supportive peers. Seek feedback, and always enjoy the journey. The intrinsic reward is always the best reward. As I look back on this mile we completed together, transitioning schools, opening Southside, establishing traditions, and facing the challenges of our times, I would say that this class, your class, is better prepared for the next mile and challenges that lie ahead than most. You entered the arena of high school 4 years ago, and today you walk out of here. Some of you already in the first lap of your next race, but all of you ready to jump onto the playing field of life again. We are all unsure of what the next few laps will look like, but you are ready to handle whatever obstacles you face. As you enter the next arena of your life, prepare for the race. I pose this question: if your mile could talk, what would it say? I will end with a passage from Theodore Roosevelt, from his arena speech. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never know victory nor defeat. Class of 2020, we have been blessed to have you walk the hallways of Southside High School. You will forever be a shark, and you are the reason others fear the fin.
Thank you, Ms. Cassidy. Now I would like to invite the Superintendent of Lafayette Parish Schools, Ms. Irma Trosclair, to the podium for a short message.
Good evening. On behalf of the Lafayette Parish School System, school board members, district and school staff, I want to welcome each of you to this important celebration honoring the Southside High School class of 2020. We are finally here. Although this has been one of the most challenging years we have ever faced as a school system and a community, we have persevered. I know we will continue to move forward. I am proud of what each student has accomplished, both individually and collectively. To the families with us this evening, congratulations on a job well done. To the president of UL, Dr. Savoy, and his staff, a huge thank you for allowing us to use Cajun Field to honor our graduates this evening. Students, what you've accomplished by making it here today is extraordinary. Despite the difficulties, the obstacles, and the chaos that swirled around you, you persevered. You've shown tremendous resiliency, a trait that I will know will serve you well in the years to come. In spite of its ups and downs, this year has been a memorial and rewarding one for Southside High School. In addition to Dylan Davis being named a National Merit Scholar finalist, as a class, you have earned over $7 million in scholarships. In your first year of playing 5A varsity sports, volleyball, football, and girls' soccer teams made the playoffs. In the first year of action, Blake Marcellison was a state golf qualifier. Band members were the first to play the fight song. And students from this class picked the school mascot and school colors. Based on the way that you look this evening in your caps and gowns, they did a great job doing that. If you played a role in choosing school mascot and school colors, please stand at this time. Thank you. None of us know what the future will hold. There may be difficult days ahead, but there will also be triumphs. I know you will go on to do great things, to serve your communities, and to continue making your parents and families proud. Although life will take you in different directions, you will always be together through the shared experiences and bonds you have created. Congratulations, Southside High School class of 2020, the first ever graduating class of Southside High School.
Thank you, Ms. Trosclair. For the presentation of diplomas, we invite Southside High School Principal, Ms. Catherine Cassidy, and Assistant Principals, Ms. Bloomer, Mr. Guillory, and Ms. McCaney to honor our graduates. We also ask our district leaders here today to join us in congratulating the graduates.
Garrett James Duet. Ethan Webster Dowell. Olivia Claire Duck. Jacob Michael Duplichin. Maria Danielle Dutil. Jace Mohammed Elagami. Kylie Elise Fogg. Gabrielle Elise Galley. Caitlin Elizabeth Groach. Riley Renee East. Noah Alexander Johnson. Julian Thomas Klinger. Alex Michael Landry. Kristen Marie Landry. Luke Gregory Landry. Abigail Elizabeth Magnon. Shelby Elise Mesh. Maddie Renee Menard. Amber Faith Metzel. Zachary Tybo Nguyen. Andrew Madison Farmer. Alexis Diana Harden. Kayla Jolie Watson. JC Ray Philiber. Grace Madison Richard. Rhett Parker Peliquin. Dawson Cole Doucette. Alexandra Marie David. Sophia Lily Daly. Eva Christine Carnute. Reagan Simone Collada. Joycelyn Marie Cunningham. Audrey Lorraine Cooper. Grace Elizabeth Broussard. Kaylee Elizabeth Blanchard. Anna Claire Brew. Luca Bella Baroni. Bailey Michelle Broussard. Isabel Jade Antoine. Gabriel Elijah Cupsid. Alec Joseph Appleton. Alexis Noel Appleton. Naomi Andrea Aguilon. Isaiah David Alexander. Jasmine Nicole Allo. Alyssa Kristen Ami. Braylon Jerome Anderson. Christos Martin Anto Dominique Raj. Aubrey Nicole Araby. Alexandra Caitlin Ashley. Faith Marie Oakwan. Alexis Brianne Barksdale. Haley Hunter Barnard. Shamar Dante Batiste. Ethan Paul Bador. Brett Michael Benoit. Jada Joelle Bentavalio. Josiah William Bilkey. Corinne Elena Billy. Gabrielle Alexa Bim. Maggie Irene Aldridge. Hunter Lloyd Albert. Tyler Jordan Abshire. Ethan Paul Abshire. Morgan Noel Aaron. Summer Lynn Gary. Lauren Alita Taylor. Layla Ann Mathern. Allie Taylor Atkinson. Taylor Camille Allen. Trinity Tuetne Tran. Ethan Paul Michael Savino. Mackenzie Claire Sandifer. Brooks Michael Ritter. Madeline Claire Richard. Courtney Renee Reed. Ariana Shavana Ramit. Seth Charles Prather. Haven Nicole Pleasant. Layla Renee Bishop. Richard Lucas Kernute. Austin Joseph Crater. Grant Thomas David. Brittany Renee Deku. John Austin Diaz. Dylan Brant Denias. Lexi Marie Eve Denlinger. McKenna Domek. Austin Michael Domain. Gavin Paul Domain. Alyssa Paige Dore. Sarah Catherine Duyon. Brandon Thomas Duga. Hunter Feliciano Duga.
Poco Mikhail Dunbar. Nicholas Alexander Infield. Brandasia Janae Felix. Abigail Claire Fontenot. Adam Tate Fontenot. Kelsey McKenna Cummings. Senria Shanette Cormier. China Rain Compton. Anna Marie Como. Zakiria Quayana Coleman. Elizabeth Rose Coleman. Jewel Queen Cochran. Emily Claire Clements. Brandon Paul Cleary. Cameron Esau Cleary. Jaden Ashton Childers. Jamal Dexter Childers. Akenna Lachey Campanella. Allie Elise Bura. Joel Nicholas Broussard. Gunnar Paul Bro. Scholar Ray Brand. Logan Michael Bork. Carson James Blanchard. Alyssa Eloyd Blanchard. Allie Brianne Fontenot. Cole Tyler Abear. Kobe Martin Abear. Gabrielle Elizabeth Abear. Stephen Charles Fontenot. Titus Quentin Hall. Hill. Morgan Elise Iser. McKenna Ray Jackson. Craig Matthews Jacquino. Kristen Janae Jameson. Jalajanae Dariante Jones. Preston Scott Jones. Stephen Yeshua Jones Henry. Jaden Paul Judice. Caden Ezra Kelly. Nicholas Connor Kimball. Sophia Leona Cole. Joseph Lawrence Kramer. Dejalea Yvonne Kyle. Elena Page Lobby. Cade Alexander Abear. Carter Hoy Hayes. Landon Cole Hayes. Haley Alexis Hardwell. Brian Lewis Harrison. Carson Lewis Hall. Jackson Carter Haley. Kennedy Ray Giat. Feliciana Leanne Grimm. Jaden Michelle Gibbs. DeMarcus Rashawn Guillory. Bo Orion Gotro. Sage Michael Gode. Daniel Lewis Gaspar. Jolie Marie Fuselier. Emily Claire Fruge. Alexia Sierra Fred. Hayden Joseph Foreman. Matthew Paul Fontenot. Kami Marie Espana. Liam Rail LaGrange. Peyton Michael Landry. Brittany Jade Menard. Cicely Marie Miguez.
Jace Michael Miguez. Lillian Marie Miller. Rakeisha Danae Montgomery. Caitlin Danielle Mosley. Jatarius Savion Nora. Brianna Lee Mouton. Christopher Makoto Musgrove. Alexandra Elizabeth Nash. Luke Isaac Nelson. Hayden James Noel. Kyla Cheyenne Norman. Gavin Michael Novosad. Kaipo Ian Pasquale. Joshua Logan Peck. James Ray Pennington. Silvio Michael Perez. Alexis Taylor Meeks. Jarrett Trace McManus. Olivia Tanaga McBride. Delaney Marie Mayer. Drew Lane Matran. Kaylin Ann Mott. Joseph Jamie Martinez. Giovanni Christopher Mandracina. Brooke Michaela Malky. Angel Nicole Marlborough. Reed Michael Levi. Chasten Tyree Lewis. Ashanti Shay Lewis. Hallie Marie Lemaire. Paul Bennett Leger. Blaze James Leger. McKinley Elizabeth Leday. Jared Michael LeCompte. Brianna Nicole Laney. Carly Blair Langley. Brett Michael Priu. Lexi Nicole Paradin. Lance Michael Saunier. Sawyer Sullivan Saunier. Justin Remy Spieler. Bryce Michael Stansberry. Jacob Ray Stevens. Jacob Ryan Stevenson. Jordan Elise Thibodeau. William Joseph Tidwell. Brittany Nicole Tisdale. Ashley Trahan. Randy Chan Tran. Herbert Davis Turner Jr. Thalia Ariana Valaire. Morgan Joe Watkins. Bianca Danae Washington. Leroy Linwood Walker. Kylie Clark Weaver. Joseph Neal Wells. Cullen Matthew Saunier. Caleb Ethan Sims. Isaiah Villar Simon. Tyler Caleb Tempest Russell. Myra Lizette Ruiz Gutierrez. Lance Anthony Romero. Landon Jamie Paul Romero. Braden Michael Romero. Micah Paul Rubino. Anna Marie Rigo. Adeline Claire Richardson. Peyton Elizabeth Richards. Lyric Jade Richard. Kanan Micah Richterberg. Bo Anthony Richard. Caleb Jeffrey Reedon Montano. Aaron Jeffrey Solomon Reedon Garcia. Sean Zane Randolph. Danny Paul Poole. Colin Jude Poirier. Kylan Ronaldo Harmon. Mackenzie Elise Wiggins. Holland Paige Wilkie. Anthony Dion Willis Jr. Tyler Christian Williams. Eternity Rose Isidore, Jaquel, Cortez, Bolds, Isabel, Isabella, Maria, Tedder.
Thank you, Ms. Cassidy, and honored administrators. Now, the Southside High Shark of the Year, Rhett Peliquin, will deliver the farewell address.
Good evening, class of 2020, administrators, faculty, staff, and family. I'm beyond proud to be here tonight, as should you all. We did it. We have finished high school and will now move on to our next chapter of life. Change is an exciting thing, but it can often be a bit frightening. However, we aren't too unfamiliar with change, are we? Our high school journey has been far from traditional. So when COVID-19 took some of high school's classic traditions away, it felt like it fit right into our unique story. Our first few weeks of high school were thrown off track by the 2016 flood. Yet this devastating event only brought us closer and revealed the strength of the Youngsville community. Further into the year, we began to hear rumors of a new school and possible rezoning. This rumor soon became reality, and we embraced change with open arms, excited to be the founders of a brand new school. We truly built our school from the ground up, starting with only sophomores and freshmen in our first year. Being the oldest class each year, we took the responsibility of setting high standards academically and athletically for each of the following grades below us. With the help of our administrators, faculty, and staff, I believe we could not have done a better job of creating such a strong culture and community for Southside. Working together to make Southside what it is today has created an extremely close connection between us all that will never be unbroken. Thank you all so much for everything you've done to give us such an unforgettable high school experience. With that being said, I challenge my classmates to continue to create your own path, continue to create your own ideas, continue to create your own culture, continue to accept change. 2020 marks the beginning of a new era. Out of everything the pandemic has shown us, our persistence to stick together has stood out the most. At times, we may be separated by miles and miles, yet we can quickly close that ground by the simple touch of a finger. So instead, I want you to think of this as less of a goodbye, but more of a see you later. As we will never forget COVID-19, we will never forget Southside's first class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Rhett. Ms. Cassidy will now come up one last time to direct us with the turning of the tassel and to conclude our ceremony. We again welcome Ms. Cassidy.
Graduates, for your last act together as a class, you will continue the tradition of moving the tassel as one. Graduates, please stand. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Louisiana State Department of Education and Lafayette Parish School System, I hereby confirm upon you graduates of Southside High School, class of 2020. We extend to you our most sincere congratulations. You may now move your tassels from right to left.